Hi, Megan here from Megan Sullivan Art, here to flip you through 3 journals that I have here. Originally the signatures were all made for one journal, intending to make one journal, but as in true Megan style they became massive, and so I decided to make 2 smaller one signature journals to make it a bit more of an affordable, less daunting kind of effort for somebody. And then I have made 2 signatures into a hardcover 2 signature journal. So essentially the signatures inside are very similar. So they've used all the same types of papers, the same types of book pages, and similar kind of decoration elements and things like that. Although this hardcover one is, I would say, more embellished, I guess. Anyway, so they are heavily decorated, but still allow a lot of space for writing in, which is great. And it just depends on which, I guess, cover or insides kind of takes your fancy. So let me flip you through. We'll flip you through this one here, which was the first one that I completed. And I'll talk you through that, and we'll go through the other soft cover one, and then I'll probably do the big hardcover one as a separate video. Okay, so it has, it's a cardboard reinforced cover, covered with fabric, which has all been sewn around. I've got this new brooch, blingy brooch there. However, the fabric is vintage. I don't know how old, but I got it secondhand, and it was only like a piece, a piece enough for a couple of journal covers. So I've used that, and it's just a one signature journal, very plain on the front. We've got a rose dangle here at the bottom, and a ribbon closure with some roses and things on it in oranges. And yeah, so a bit more of a simple cover, this one. So we've got a fabric spine lining it there, and each of the signatures that I've used has a vintage doily sewn and glued down to the first page. And we've got a card pocket here, which is got a journaling card in it, and a little, so these are cereal bag fused with napkins, fused with cereal liners. Now this was a tutorial over on Treasure Books by Natasha, and I've made a few little notelets and things like that out of these. So that's what this is, and I've sewn around it, lined it with paper, and just put in some offcuts. I didn't want to cut down my scraps, so I just made the covers to fit the scraps, if that makes sense. So there's a little notelet in there, notebook. So these are either my grandmother's or my great-grandmother's doilies, and I just have so many of them, and then I keep buying them secondhand as well. This is Rit dyed paper. We've got coffee dyed paper, so we've got these little punch outs that I got from a magazine. These are rub-ons. This is a journal card, or it's just from a magazine, and I've just turned it into a fold out with a label, which I think are Musings by Nikki labels. It's been a long time since I've seen them though. We've got some floral book pages, Rit dyed lined paper, and some different cutouts. You're blooming wonderful. I chose to use all these leaves, which are like plasticky whatever, and then I've just put a cutout over the top of that, so there's leaves through all of these 4 signatures that I've used. This is just a big flower from a calendar, and I've just chose to cut it out and clip it on the page, but you could line it and write on the back of it, but I've just chosen to clip that on. Some more lined coffee dyed paper, a children's herb garden, a flip down with some information about mushrooms. This came from the UK. It was long time ago, like talking 3 years ago. Some items that I bought from over there. Another leaf, a journal card, again made from a magazine image of flowers, little dragonfly. Remember the old 1970s greeting cards that had those acetate-y kind of printed layers? Well, I've saved those and turned that into a flip up. A cutout as a journal spot with a printed public domain image. They're like normally big posters. Another leaf. This is a 3D kind of sticker with a bit of the foam in between. I've got a CD holder there with a journal card in it. Another rub-on. They didn't work that well, those black ones. I think they were very old. This is the little coffee cup, like an espresso coffee cup. Save the outers. This is from an inside of a vintage greeting card as well. Thought that's good writing space. Sorry, it's got to go that way. Another cutout with a little tag. Another leaf. Aloe vera book page. Some rub-ons and washi with a punch out there. Another journal card. This was again made from magazine, probably a Flow magazine, backed with cardstock. Another 3D sticker with a bit of glitter there. Another cutout. This is a greeting card again, which I've just trimmed up and rounded the corners. Beautiful illustrations there. That's another rub-on. Another cutout. This is original eco-dyed paper of mine. Very, I think this is one of my first attempts, which turned out beautifully. So there's lots of gum leaves all the way through there, and it's on a watercolour paper. Another coffee cup used as a pocket. We've got a piece from a magazine backed with coffee dyed paper. This was not my doodle art, it was a colouring in page, but I've coloured it in. So you can see there's bits of glittery gel pens and things through there. So that's a writing space or a bookmark if you wish to use it. Another little 3D sticker, a bit about beetles and more butterflies. Another journal card, which is backed again with cardstock. They're quite thick as well. Another rub-on, an envelope which has got some goodies inside there for you. That's eco-dyed paper with a washi sticker. Another cutout. And a little wooden bird there, laser cut bird. Art of Redoute, he was an illustrator in the 1800s. That's one of his, it's a new postcard, but of his original pieces. Another flip book page. This is an old digital kit. I can't even remember who it was from, but anyway, I can link that down below if you're interested. So that's been printed out. This is from a magazine as well, and I've just used that as some writing space. Another journal card, a big tag backed with dark green cardstock. Another flip. Another coffee cup, and these envelopes I got secondhand. Nothing in the envelope, but I thought it was very pretty, so I've included that. These I also got secondhand. Pretty hard to come by, I think, because they're mainly American. These little owl bags, and then there's these tags as well, which are gorgeous. And then some stickers, little oval stickers, and I bought these tiny little yellow envelopes ages ago, so I've included 2 of those in there. But yeah, the owl sticker in that is gorgeous. How on earth I found them in Alice is pretty much a miracle, probably, but I'm very happy that I did. And we do have a lot of Americans come here to live and work and stuff, so another botanical book page, another journal notelet which is backed with coffee dyed paper, and we have another flip, and the final page and the back of the doily. We have another pocket with another journal card with coffee dyed paper, and this paper is meant to be like a bamboo kind of texture. Don't know if it shows at a distance, but yeah, it's quite sparkly. It's very pretty. And so that is the first of the soft cover garden floral themed journals. Put that out of the way. Now the next one is the second signature that I had created. This one is a little bit larger, it's got a few extra pages, and I've put this was a brooch, but when I was trying to pin it through the cardboard it snapped, and so I've just glued that down onto the cover. And this kind of, the stitching is very messy, but it kind of reminds me a bit of barbed wire, and especially because it's grey. We've got some fake leaves here, and another one of those 3D stickers, and another rose poking out the bottom, and the back is plain. This is new, this fabric, and we've got the same blue ribbon used again, and still with the leaves. The inside though is a bit more packed with ephemera in the front and back pockets. So there's 8 pieces of ephemera. We've got a pocket here and a pocket there. So we've got the front of a vintage greeting card. Beautiful. We've got one of my tags that I've made from the magazine. That's probably the cover of a Flow or a Breathe magazine. Some scrapbooking paper. And then the front, we've got the smaller pieces. We've got a piece of colouring in book cover, a sewn journal card, a bit of paper from a magazine. This was from a perfume bottle, so I had to save that because, you know, it's gorgeous. And this was from a pack of greeting cards. It's the images on the back that show you what types of greeting cards you get, and I've just cut that down into a little journal spot. Orangey colours for this doily. So this book, I believe, the last book had 96 pages. This has got more like 120 something. I don't know where the actual, my note has gone. But again, very similar kind of elements. So another envelope there. Just a notelet. Another big flower. Just love that idea. So if I get more pages with large format flowers, I know what I'll do in the future. Another one of the vintage greeting cards. Another pocket from that digital kit. Two journal cards in there. Another notelet. Simplify your life. I love that rub-on. Magazine page with more mushrooms. A coffee cup with a coffee cup with the Sturt Desert Pea and a wooden laser cut bird there. Rub-ons in colour this time. Another vintage greeting card that I've trimmed and backed with lined paper. This is bottle brush eco-dyed paper, so that's original eco-dyed of mine. We've got an envelope which I've collaged up, which is just made out of book pages. I think that is empty. This is a greeting card which I've just covered over the happy birthday bit, so that's usable for journal space. Book page. A Redoute postcard. Another vintage greeting card which I've trimmed up for use. Flip outs. Another greeting card, just beautiful. Book page. Another rub-on. There's a lot clipped into these. Another journal card from a magazine. Gorgeous rub-on. And these punch outs all came from a magazine, I can't remember where. Another laser wooden cut flower. It's just things that I've been hoarding and needing to use but haven't for so long. So this is from a magazine. I've just used the beautiful imagery and backed it with red cardstock and clipped that over the page. And the last page and the back of the doily. So there's another 8 pieces of ephemera in this side as well. So you've got another greeting card, another journal card, scrapbooking paper, and then we've got the colouring in book section, which is from a cover, a sewn greeting journal card with green rip dyed paper, paper from a Flow magazine most likely, the perfume bottle cardboard, and the little girl from the greeting card pack. So that is soft cover number 2 of that series. Now we're getting on to the big girl. So what I will do is actually film the hardcover in a separate video because there's a bit more to go through with this one. So thank you. That's the 2 soft covers of the garden floral theme. I'll see you on the next video.